what career you choose, no matter how successful you become, and no matter how much you grow professionally, there is one skill you cannot escape. One skill that will determine how people treat you, how you treat them, how peaceful your life is, how stable your relationships become, and even how far you can go in your career. And that skill is emotional intelligence. And no, I'm not talking about the cliche be calm, be right, be nice, be patient version of it. I'm talking about the practical, uncomfortable, deeply transformative side of emotional intelligence that most people avoid because it's difficult to process. Hi everyone, I'm Lovely, and today I want to talk about the real meaning of emotional intelligence and how you can strengthen it to build better relationships, whether it's with your partner, your friends, your family, or team, or the people you lead. EQ is not about being emotional, it is about being responsible with your own emotions. A lot of people misunderstand emotional intelligence. They think it means suppressing your feelings or always being calm, patient, or always being the bigger person. No, that's not EQ, that's silence. Real emotional intelligence means you notice your feelings before they explode. Understand where your reactions are coming from. You don't dump your emotions onto people who aren't responsible for them. You respond instead of reacting. It's self awareness, self control, plus empathy, plus communication. A combination that very few people actively work on. The first pillar is understanding your emotional patterns. If you have ever noticed yourself getting triggered by the same things again and again, that's your emotional pattern. For example, do you shut down when someone criticizes you? Do you get defensive when someone disagrees with you? Do you feel overwhelmed when someone asks you too many questions? Do you instantly assume the worst when a loved one speaks in a certain way? Emotional intelligence begins the moment you say, okay, where is this reaction truly coming from? Is it fear? Is it insecurity? Is it feeling unseen? Is it feeling unheard? Feeling disrespected? What the actual reason is? Most conflicts aren't actually caused by what was said, they are caused by what we felt internally but never addressed. The second pillar is the skill of pausing before reacting. A lot of emotional damage in relationships happens in the first 5 seconds of unchecked reaction. That one irritated sentence, that one defensive tone, that one harsh reply, that one moment of ego. Pausing for even 3 to 5 seconds can completely change outcome of a conversation. And when I say pause, I don't mean silent treatment. Again, no. I mean taking a moment to breathe and ask yourself, am I hurt or am I angry? Am I scared or am I disappointed? What do I actually want to communicate? This single habit increases emotional intelligence faster than any book or podcast. The third pillar of emotional intelligence is emotional empathy. Empathy isn't about agreeing with someone, it's about understanding where they are coming from, even if it's different than your perspective. For example, your friend cancels a plan last minute. Instead of assuming they don't value me, emotional empathy says maybe something genuinely came up. Maybe we have to let go. Let me check in before jumping to conclusions. Your partner seems distant. Instead of taking it personally, emotional empathy says something might be weighing my partner. Let me understand before reacting. This is hard, I know. I know it's very hard because it requires choosing understanding over ego. But it's the difference between relationships that break under pressure and those that become stronger. The fourth pillar of emotional intelligence is communicating feelings instead of behaviors. Most people communicate their feelings as accusations. You never listen, you always do this, you don't care. But these sentences create distance instantly, even more than before. Emotionally intelligent communication sounds like, I feel unheard when we talk about this. I feel hurt when this happens. I feel disconnected and want to understand what's actually going on. It shows that you care. It's still honest, it's still raw, but it doesn't attack the other person. It opens the door for a clear communication and building connection. The fifth pillar is owning your emotional responsibilities. This is the hardest part. Emotionally intelligent people take responsibility for their reactions. Not for everything that happened, but for their actual part in it. It sounds more like I overreacted and I'm working on it. I should have communicated earlier. I misunderstood the intentions. This builds trust faster than perfection ever will. People don't need you to be flawless, they need you to be accountable. So, taking accountability is sexy. Now I know that emotional intelligence is not built in a day. It is built from thousands of small choices, choosing awareness over impulse, curiosity over judgment, communication over silence, and responsibility over ego. If you can strengthen this skill, every relationship in your life improves, including the one you have with yourself. If this video helped you, give it a like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need the reminder today. And let me know in the comments which part of emotional intelligence do you want to work on the most with. See you in the next one. Bye. Hit that subscribe button.